You've seen it. A man with the house, the car, the trips, and a woman who quietly detaches and eventually drifts to a guy with half the resources. That disconnect confuses men until they learn this. Money is a tool, it isn't the engine. Desire runs on signals of leadership, safety, and integrity. If you invest in the wrong currency, you can be rich and still bankrupt in her eyes. Tonight, I'll give you 6 forces. Women consistently rank above money. Not because money is useless, but because these 6 create the emotional gravity that keeps respect and attraction alive. Grasp these, and you stop chasing. You start attracting. If any part of this lands, subscribe, and tell me the moment you realize money alone didn't fix connection. Your stories sharpen the next man's vision. 1. Emotional control, the safety switch. What it is, not suppression, not stoicism, cosplay. Emotional control is emotional leadership, the ability to feel fully and choose your response. Why it matters? A woman reads your nervous system faster than your resume. If your anger spikes, if your tone swings, if your silence becomes punishment, her body reads unsafe. Attraction can't bloom in unsafe. Common male errors: exploding or stonewalling. Rage and icy withdrawal are 2 sides of the same immaturity. Performing calm. Fake chill is contempt with a smile. She feels the pressure cooker. Micro story. She vents after a brutal day. One version of you debates, fixes, and escalates. Another version breathes, mirrors the feeling, and sets a container. I'm here. Let's take 10 and talk it through. Version 2 gets respect and softness. Field test, 90 seconds. 1. In conflict, inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 6, twice. 2. Name it. I'm feeling defensive. I want to respond, not react. 3. Set the frame. Give me a minute. I care about this. You just demonstrated composure without distance. That signal is priceless. Practice drill, 7 days. Journal 1 trigger per day. Write the first impulse you felt and the leader's response you chose instead. That separation, impulse versus choice, builds the muscle that earns her trust. 2. Purpose, the gravity well. What it is: a direction bigger than her approval. Mission before validation. Why it matters. When a man's life stalls, a relationship becomes his oxygen tank. She feels the weight of having to be your fuel, your certainty, your motivation. That isn't romance. It's pressure. Telltales you've drifted. You negotiate your standards to keep the peace. Your goals are someday files. Your calendar is full, but your progress is empty. Reframe. She doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to be your partner as you pursue a purpose. She relaxes when your direction is clear. Purpose primer, 30 minutes. Write 3 verbs, not nouns. Build, teach, protect, solve, design, heal. Circle the one that has haunted you since childhood. Set a 90-day mission tied to that verb with 2 weekly non-negotiables. Announce it to yourself and, when appropriate, share the direction, not for permission, but for partnership. Signal phrase: I'm excited about where I'm heading these next 90 days. I'd love your perspective, but I'm committed either way. That sentence is pure gravity. 3. Self-discipline. Quiet confidence. What it is. Doing what you said you would do long after the mood left. Why it matters. Discipline whispers, "This man will be steady when life gets loud." That whisper translates to psychological safety, which fuels long-term desire far more than flash. Where men leak discipline, sleep and screens, doom scroll, greater than deep work, nutrition and training, sporadic intensity greater than consistent basics. Boundaries, saying yes to everything kills respect for your time. 2-week reset, wake anchor, same time daily, even weekends. Body anchor, 45 minutes of movement, no negotiations. Focus anchor, 60-minute deep work block before messages. Vice tax, choose one dopamine leak, sugar, porn, late gaming, and now cut it for 14 days. Track it. Celebrate streaks, not perfection. Why this attracts discipline compounds into predictability. Predictability creates trust. Trust unlocks feminine relaxation. That's the pipeline. 4. Calm presence. The rare currency. What it is. Attention without agitation. The ability to be with her, not merely around her. Why it matters. In a hyper-distracted world, presence is rarer than wealth. She doesn't measure presence in minutes. She measures it in felt sense. If your mind is elsewhere, she's alone beside you. Presence killers. Phone face during conversations. Fix-it mode when she needs resonance. Micro-defensiveness that hijacks the moment. 2 presence rituals. 1. Threshold ritual. When you enter the house, phone goes in a drawer for 20 minutes. 3 questions ritual. What lit you up today? What stressed you? What would feel good tonight? 2. Listening. Triangle. Eyes. Breath. Mirroring. Maintain soft eye contact. Slow your breath. Mirror her last sentence in your words before adding yours. She'll feel gotten, not managed. Litmus. If your silence makes her feel safer than another man's words, you're winning presence. 5. Integrity. Your internal gravity. What it is. Alignment between your values, your words, and your follow-through, especially when no one is watching. Why it matters. A woman can't trust a man who can't trust himself. Inconsistency forces her into vigilance. Vigilance kills softness. Integrity leaks. White lies to keep the peace. Promises to yourself you routinely break. Agreeing in public, resenting in private. Integrity rebuild. 30-day. Write 4 personal standards: health, money, time, truth. For each, create 1 daily micro-behavior, e.g., lift MWF. No work calls after 7. Weekly money review. Radical honesty with kindness. Report weekly to a friend or coach. Accountability is integrity scaffolding. Boundary script. Clean and firm. I care about you. I'm not okay with X. Here's what I can do. Here's what I won't do. If that doesn't work, we'll find another path. Clarity isn't cruelty. It's kindness on a schedule. 6. masculine energy. Direction, not domination. What it is: the frequency of clarity plus decisiveness plus care. Not control, not aggression, the opposite of people-pleasing. Why it matters: polarity, the dance of direction and surrender, requires one person to hold the frame. If you avoid decisions to prevent discomfort, you push her into the masculine. She'll harden, attraction falls. Signals of soft masculinity. Chronic, I don't care, whatever you want. Apologizing for every preference. Seeking peace through compliance. Reclaim the frame. Simple. Offer 2 clear options with a lead. I booked 7:30 at Osteria. If you prefer sushi, I've got a 7:15 at Kaito. In conflict, name the goal. Connection over being right. Let's pause and reset. In life decisions, choose with data and ownership. Here's the info. Here's my call. Here's why. Masculine mantra. I am responsible for the tone I bring, the boundaries I hold, and the direction I set. Putting it together, the 6-fold path. 1. Emotional control gives her safety. 2. Purpose gives the relationship direction. 3. Discipline gives your life structure. 4. Presence gives the moment connection. 5. Integrity gives your words credibility. 6th, masculine energy gives your leadership polarity. Money can amplify these, but it cannot replace them. Without them, money is decoration on a hollow frame. 2 stories, 2 outcomes. Man A, designer suit, luxury SUV, anxious eyes. He overexplains every decision, avoids conflict, buys gifts to fix disconnection. She appreciates the lifestyle, resents the leadership vacuum, and slowly checks out. Man B, simple life, clear calendar. He trains, keeps promises, sets plans, listens fully, and says no respectfully. She breathes around him. Desire deepens not because of what he buys, but because of who he is. Women don't fall in love with cash flow. They fall in love with character, direction, and control of self. He, 3 things money can't fake. 7-day implementation plan. Day 1, standards audit. Write your top 5 values. Circle the 2 you've betrayed. Choose 1 micro-behavior each to realign this week. Day 2, presence upgrade. Install the threshold ritual. 20 phone-free minutes on arrival. Ask the 3 questions. Day 3, mission statement. Draft. 1 verb plus 1. Problem plus 1 community. Example. Build simple tools that help small business owners breathe. Post it somewhere you see daily. Day 4, discipline stack. Pick 1, wake time, workout, deep work block, track with a paper habit grid. Day 5, boundary reps. Practice a clean no in a low-stakes scenario. Feel the surge, breathe through it. Day 6, date lead. Plan and execute an evening. Pick the place, handle logistics, hold the frame, be fully present. Day 7, review and reset. What improved? Where did you leak? Set next week's 2 non-negotiables. Repeat for 4 weeks. Attraction follows patterns, not promises. If a woman left you for a man with less, she didn't trade up in money. She traded up in leadership, steadiness, and alignment. That's good news. Those are trainable. So ask yourself, right now, am I the man whose presence calms a room? Do my actions match my values? Is my life pointed at a mission bigger than validation? If the answer isn't a clean yes, don't chase her. Build you. When your frame is solid, you don't negotiate for respect. You radiate it. That's when devotion shows up. Not because you purchased it, but because you earned it. If this woke something up, subscribe, share the moment that hit hardest, and pass this to one man who's been investing in the wrong currency. Money buys options. Mastery buys gravity. Choose gravity.